Good morning, all you fine folks who don't live in Johannesburg. This is my anniversary rose. We did get it. There it is. Woohoo! We're going to be planting that soon, so I thought I would do a little update. We got some white impatiens, which I'm going to put in this urn. We're going to do the white impatien around here, and then the lilies that Mom gave to me last year, I'm going to put them in the middle. They're yellow and they're pretty, and they'll bloom midsummer, and so that'll be a nice little addition to the front porch. The peonies are coming up lovely. The newer growth here is coming up real nice, and right now I've got a lovely pink head. I can't step in the garden because it's soft, but I got a lovely pink head right about there, so that's about ready to open up, and I got another one right up there. Got one right here, so hopefully the ants haven't found them and aren't farming aphids already. The sedum is doing lovely. For some reason it's a little low right there. I don't know what's going on, but that should be coming up. We got some red cushion mum from Henry Fields. I don't know if we're going to do Henry Fields again because a lot of the stuff we bought this year has died. So hopefully the cushion mum will fill in all the way around. And there's the boy and the daddy. They went for a little bit of a ride. But we're going to go this way and check out the irises that Mom gave me last year. They are getting ready to explode a bit. My daffodils, they're done blooming, so I need to deadhead those. But the grass will last all the way through summer, so we'll leave the grass there. Look at these pretty heads of iris. So, interested to find out what color they end up being. The Mystic Fairy Rose is doing really good, and the boys are coming to visit. Hi, boys. Let's go inside. Come on, boys. Let's go inside. Boys, inside. Come on. Good boys. Inside. 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 Good boys. They listen pretty good. That's our little routine to get them to go inside. So I didn't do what I said I was going to do. I was going to move the phlox from here and just have allium and muscari, but I waited a little bit too long, so that didn't work out. My tulips that are usually here and here, pink tulips, they didn't come up this year. But look, I got two balloon flowers. That's a balloon flower and that's a balloon flower. So I have an extra balloon flower this year. It divided. So that will kind of get long and fall over, and I love the balloon flowers, so I'm going to leave that there this year, and I'm still working on what I'm going to do here. I put some of the, this is another Mystic Fairy Rose, and yes, look at all the weeds. I have to weed that. Here is the double knockout. We had a lot of, we lost a lot over the winter, so, but this is, that leader is nice and strong, so we're going to let it keep going, and yes, I have to weed in here. Alyssum is next, but we're waiting for our local grower to get the alyssum in. Usually it comes on their last delivery. And here's the other Mystic Fairy. And that one looks looking really good, so the Mystic Fairies have done really well out here in the front. So, oh, and the snow on the mountain is blooming. What I was saying earlier was last fall I cut all the seed heads and I planted them in the front, but they didn't come up, so I probably didn't do it right. And the muscari is dying off now. Oh no, I wonder if the allium got frosted. We had one hard freeze late. Well, again, all free experiments, so we're learning as we go. But look at that snow on the mountain. That looks so pretty. So this fall, I'm going to cut back the back half. Our local grower, Flower Mania, we love them. She said it'll look pretty sad if I do it now. But to do it in the fall, so I'm going to divide that in half in the fall, and we'll put that over there. And then I'll have to, that'll give me time to decide what to do with the balloon flower. The rose, my anniversary rose for this year, we've decided, oh, here we go, we're at the lilacs, and we put viola in this year. This is called Sorbet Ocean Breeze Mix. I actually might get a few more just to fill this in a little bit, but it'll come out more in the summer. And here we are, lilacs. I love them so. Such a lovely fragrance. But for some reason the blooms are real small this year. And I don't have very many on our tree this year. Again, probably going back to that hard frost we got. I mean, some of the leaves got hammered. See, we got some of the leaves got frosted, so that might be why we didn't get so many blooms this year. Last year the front had all blooms, and so not this year, but that's okay. Anyway, we decided on the anniversary rose. We're going to talk a little bit more, but we're thinking of doing a half round bed here in front of the garlic and have the rose in the middle. And then I might do more cushion mum because it's a white rose, and do red cushion mums around there to kind of keep with our red and white theme. You know, the red Mystic Fairies and double knockout with the white alyssum, and then do that opposite. But look at that garlic. I want you to know, folks, that this is just the local Save-A-Lot garlic. $1.19 a bag of garlic. 125 cloves have turned into 125 heads of garlic. They are beautiful, and they're going to be probably maybe fist size come fall. So we could leave them in all the way until spring, but we found that they're really a pretty good size when we take them out in October. So we planted them early April, so April to October. That's pretty good growth. And look, there's a couple of volunteer carrots in there. I'll have to show those to Joe. Hey, let's go look at the carrots while we're here. Here is Joe's carrot field. Look at all of those carrots. Oh, and there's the chipmunk. Can you see him? He's sitting on top of the brick right there. There he goes. That's the chipmunk that torments Leo and Max. But the carrots look really good. Oh, I wonder if the bunny or somebody might have got her carrots in the back there. I don't know. Joe is planting dog poo, the boys' poo over there, to help keep the bunnies out, because the bunnies like to live in the trees over there. And I think we talked about in an earlier one that I had them planted in my hosta bed just so that the bunnies would leave the hostas alone. This is the Pink Reliance grape seedless that we got from Henry Fields, and we call it our stick. I don't know if it's going to grow. It looks pretty sad. So we may be getting our money back on that one, because it doesn't look so good. We have one more coming. Oh, look at the Coreopsis. The Coreopsis filled in very nicely right there. And then over here, it looks a little bit weaker, but it's okay, because it has a whole bed to flourish in, so we'll let it go. Now the daylilies, those did get split, and they don't look quite as healthy this year as before. You'll notice a little bit darker here on the edge, just because Joe actually moved, my loving husband, he actually moved the rocks out so that they would line up with the new rock bed down below. Here, let me show you. So you see up here how the rock bed ended up being a little bit farther out. So what he did is he went ahead and moved this rock bed to match. So the camera turned off. But so now the daylilies go all the way to the back. And this, I don't know if it's because it doesn't get a lot of sun, or because of the frost, or because of the new dirt. We'll find out. But look at this glory. This was a surprise from my husband. It's so beautiful. That is an azalea. A beautiful purple azalea. Oh, it's so pretty. The hostas took a hit at Mom's with the frost downstate, and then we had another hard freeze. So they got some good growth here in the center. I think they'll be okay. And hostas are pretty hardy, so you know, look, that's brand new growth. So this little guy right here. Oh no, look, see, he's got new growth right here too. So yeah, he's gonna come back. Yeah, look, he's got three new growths coming. Oh, there's one there. So that one's actually doing okay. So it looks a little bit thin right now, but oh, beautiful azalea. I just walked through the woods and now I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. Yes, mosquito is Michigan state bird. So this bed right here is all finished. He's got compost in there to treat it. A little bit of pine needles too. He's thinking of begonias or hydrangeas, actually hydrangeas for here, but that'll be next year's project because we've done so much this year, more than most years. And there's my husband's ingenious watering device, which covers the whole garden. He raised it this year, so it's a little bit higher, so it actually gets a little bit more distance. But look how dark our dirt is. Isn't that gorgeous? He's got the beans in, peas. This is onion, and then on that end is elephant garlic. We'll go see that in a little bit. And the potatoes are coming up. We mentioned on Facebook that we lost our Brussels sprouts and broccoli, so we had to redo those. So he's got those planted again. And they're in a much straighter line this time, he says. He's got the corn planted. I can't walk there because I'm going to get sprinkled. My husband's going to turn off the sprinkler so I don't get sprinkled on. Bloop. Okay, so we're going to walk down the path. And look at the taters. Yep, the taters got a little bit of frostiness, but you know, the potatoes are underground, so they're fine. So they're going to be coming up nice. And by the flags you can see that there are 3 rows of corn, and on this end you have squash, butternut on this end, and on this end he's got acorn. And we're going to train the squashies to go through the corn aisle. And then here's the cabbage. He had to replant the cabbage as well. So before you saw that he had this lovely grass mulch, and that will keep the weeds down. So yeah, and he's going to put more on today, but that's why you don't see a whole lot of weed in there, because of the grass. And this is the Kimba tree. Look at all the new growth on the Kimba tree. We're so pleased. Hello, Kimba girl. Hello, little one. Oh, so wonderful. Look at all that new growth. So we planted the tree. I think we planted the tree in the perfect position because, get out of the sun, as the tree grows, it should spread all the way to the house. So eventually it'll have that whole little field there to play in. And then here's the blueberries. Blueberries are doing so nicely here. They're loving the sun in the morning. They get good 6 hours of sun. Look at that. I don't know what that is. This is new for us, so that must be their little bloom. I don't know. I'll have to study that. So the blueberries are doing really, really good. The coreopsis over there took a little bit of a hit, a shock from having moved it. Lost some of the twigs from the bottom because the boys were having salad. There's the Max watching the hose go over there. But the boys chomped a little bit around the edges, but it's doing okay. So it did have a bit of a shock for moving it, but I think it'll come back fine. It's got a lovely color, and it's doing good. Okay, and then again, another Henry Fields failure. This is the clematis they sent us. So we're not real happy with that. That clematis way over there we got from our local grower. So we might have to, we might actually have to get the clematis from Flower Mania again. Those are cardinal clematis. They'll be a nice pinky fuchsia, and they'll grow there on the fence and look really pretty. Okay, so let's finish around the house. We are just ending dandelion season, so the dandelions are finishing out, and here's the impatiens that I'm going to put in the urns. So we've rounded out to the front of the house. That is our progress update for the Martin Gardens, both landscape and flowers, or landscape and garden. You can see how we have the peony, and then the sedum, and then the cushion. So nice little wave, and they're all perennials, so I won't have to do any kind of digging up each year or replanting each year. It's a beautiful thing. I think I hear doggy noses at the door. Are they there? Nope, they went away. Leo! Here he comes. Here he comes. There's the nose. Okay, so today is still May 20th. It's a Sunday. And I don't remember on my last update if I had put the impatiens in yet. But I had extra impatiens from the urns. I've got the urns done. And there we have the impatiens around the lilies Mom got me. So I really like that look. That's really pretty. The lilies are going to get, probably about that tall, and they're yellow. So those will be real pretty. So both urns are done. And I had, again, I had extra impatiens, so I put them there. And then here is the finished rock bed for my 5th anniversary rose. Oh, it's so pretty. My husband is so good to me. He took me out to Pigeon, and we loaded up all those rocks, and there is the finished product. It's so pretty. I love it. So this is the final update of the anniversary rose garden. There it is. Look at all the lovely buds that we have that are going to be blooming here real soon. Oh, how exciting is that? It's very exciting. And I had 2 actual impatiens left. So I put one right there. And this little guy was all wilted. He was dry as a bone, so I stuck him there. And look at him, he's all perked back up. I think those will do nice there. And then in these little holes right here, I had some giant pansy seeds. So I went ahead and planted them. I don't know if they'll come up or not, but okay, so that is officially my gorgeous husband. Happy anniversary, honey! Happy anniversary. That's the final update of our rose bed. Check in with us later when we get our alyssum installed. And we've got some rosebuds in the Mystic Fairies and the Devil Knockout, so we'll have some roses soon too. And I have to make a correction. It is not snow in the mountain over there in that bed. It's snow in summer. Okay, so now I'm really officially done. Bye now.